Hello, everyone. Gonna be a quick one. I don't have my notes in front of me. This one is just kind of off the cuff. I've been trying to follow the um, Venezuelan gang members being, I won't even say deported. I think renditioned is the better word to El Salvador, to a prison that is essentially a concentration camp, without due process. After a judge has specifically said, you know, can't do this. This isn't right until we have further trials and investigations. And they went anyway. In direct violation of the judge's orders. The judge is now asking some pretty basic questions from the lawyers. When did these planes leave? Who's on the planes? They're saying, oh no, we can't tell you who's on the plane. That's privacy. And yet the White House is putting out propaganda videos of these people's faces getting dragged off the planes and getting their heads shaved while down in prison, so they can fuck all the way off because they don't know what they're talking about. I don't see how the lawyers will keep going on with this, but we're gonna the point I want to make. Trump was asked about this. He's like, by the media, and like, when did you sign the executive order to say the enemies act? You're putting it into effect. Because it only comes into effect when we're at war, which we're not currently. And Trump said something to the effect, "Oh no, he never signed that," and he threw his Secretary of State Marco Rubio under the bus. Said, "We're leaving it to Marco. It's all it's all up to Marco. Whatever Marco wants to do, we're fully behind." Like, pushing it all on him. Whereas Trump is the one who actually signed the executive order to say, yes, I am invoking the Alien and Enemies Act of 1798 in order to justify taking these people off the street without due process and sending them away, deporting them. But he's saying he never signed it. And the White House put out an official statement that says, oh, he meant he never signed the Alien and Enemies Act of 1798. Like anybody is that fucking stupid that they're thinking, oh wow, President Trump is so great and wonderful. He was there in 1798 to sign this act. And they're seriously going to bring that to the judge. Yeah, that's what he meant. He didn't sign. His signature is on the executive order saying that he authorized it. He's just trying not to take accountability for what he did. But now I'm gotta wonder if he's on camera saying, "Oh no, I didn't sign it," and to say he didn't sign the original order is bullshit. There's no other way to put it. He's saying he didn't sign. I don't even think it was a week ago. He's on his Truth Social posting how all of Joe Biden's pardons are considered void and null, and they can't possibly be good because they were signed with an auto pen without his authority, without his knowledge, even though, whether it was signed with an auto pen or not, it's really irrelevant. There's nothing in the Constitution that says a pardon has to be written, signed, or anything like that. It just has to be intended to be given. But here's Trump saying that he didn't know anything. Biden is saying, no, I did it because they don't need really pardons, but it looks like the incoming president has an enemies list, including the J6 committee members that were in Congress and they need protection. So he's going to offer it preemptively. He's going to give them the pardons. Now Trump's saying, oh no, he had no idea what he was doing, and they're signed with an auto pen, and therefore it doesn't count. Well, his big ass signature is on the executive order saying he's invoking the Alien and Enemies Act. And now he's claiming, oh, I never signed that. I don't know. So did he forget that he signed it? Did he not want to sign it? Is he just as incompetent and demented and brain riddled, brain hole riddled as we all think he is? Or is this just another case of he's projecting his own actions on to other people? Because clearly he signed it. And if it was done with an auto pen and he didn't sign, he didn't have any knowledge of it, well then what else is he doing? But that's what I'm thinking about now. I am afraid that there is no remedy for these 200-300 people that were were shipped away. Some of them may have been violent gang members, and if that's the case, then yeah, they deserve to be punished. But they also deserve their day in court, like it or not. That is how we do things here in the United States. At least that's how we used to do things in the United States up until about 3 months ago. You and I have due process laws and due process protections that, again, the Constitution says nothing about only citizens are protected by the Constitution. No, it's anybody under the jurisdiction of the United States. And if you're living in the United States, you're under the jurisdiction of the United States has these protections. It's shameful. Their families probably don't even know what happened to them, if they're there, if they're not there, because I don't know if the names have been released as of right now. But I just wanted to point that out, that man saying that his signature is clearly on this order. He's saying, oh no, I never signed that. It must have been Marco Rubio that authorized it. So here he is, got Marco showing extreme loyalty to this man. I don't know why, and just getting thrown right under the bus. Yeah, it's not an administration. It's a regime. Let me know what you think.